Wow.
Okay. Yeah, I think we're live now. Hello, everyone. Welcome to True Tone episode 33. It's been like almost 2 months. But
It
we're
has
here.
been
We've all
almost
been
2 months. We're on
busy.
a 2-month streak right now.
Yeah,
We
we're
were all
doing really
busy
good.
as hell.
Yeah,
We're
literally.
doing
good.
good. We're living our busy lives. I think some things have changed
Yeah.
since you last saw us. So
A little bit.
Uh,
I just
yeah.
noticed we can stream to LinkedIn. I don't know how that works, but I kind of want
Why?
to try it.
Where do you see that?
There's an option to add like a stream destination, and it's you can add your LinkedIn page and your LinkedIn profile.
Why would anyone do that?
Michael,
I
I
don't-
don't think that's a good idea.
It
I don't
sounds
think I'd
terrible.
want a stream going straight to my LinkedIn profile or my like people from work or okay, yeah, no, that's not great.
Honestly,
So-
what I didn't know is that LinkedIn also has its own culture, just like Instagram and Twitter.
It really
Yeah.
does.
That's
Yeah.
what I was surprised about. Like, really,
really
people
strange.
are on LinkedIn like seriously at all times. It's
Bro, my
kinda
hair
crazy.
is doing something else. I don't even know.
Shave it.
I was gonna get a haircut today, but I just let's pull a let's pull a U. Just shave our head now.
or grow it out,
You want a
know?
boot.
Like grow it like a man bun, like
I can't. Let's get a mullet. Yeah, perfect.
a mullet.
Yeah.
There
we go. Oh my god, dude.
He can pull it off. He can pull it off. Just shave the sides. That's it.
Yeah, I'll be the hippie
Well,
mullet guy.
you have
on
naturally
TikTok.
curly hair, so it would work.
Yeah, unfortunately, it's not fucking working. I wanted to get a haircut today, but they're closed.
Perm.
Perm, yeah.
Perm.
We'll you know what? Get him a straightener. Let's straighten it. He can do that cool
Straightener?
emo
That I
shit.
do want to see. Like
Me and Drew used to do that emo thing back in the day.
Oh
that's
my
what
God.
my hair is naturally like. Like
and then you
because
gotta,
it's
and
long
then
right
when
now.
you when you take your pictures, you have to go. You know.
Oh yeah, I know. Ian was the one with the eyeshadow and everything on it.
Oh dear God, no.
The like
Never.
chains on the neck, everything.
Ian, that should be your LinkedIn profile picture of you just being like emo, long hair
Oh my
covering
God,
one
I can't
eye
even
with
imagine.
black eyeliner.
I can't.
I
I could imagine that. Yeah.
Your potential employers would love to see you.
Oh yeah, I'm sure. Yeah.
No. So and speaking of LinkedIn, I don't know if anybody else does. I don't put my YouTube. I don't put that I do YouTube or anything like that on my LinkedIn. I just
Well,
put my
they're
regular
separate business
jobs.
ventures, right?
Yeah, it's separate. It's separate business stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah,
So
you wouldn't really get
Elias actually has
much.
Elias has a question. What's your opinion on Apple's iPhone 14 new look and T-Mobile and Starlink collab? I totally forgot about the T-Mobile and
T-Mobile
Starlink
and
thing.
Starlink? Really? They're collabing?
Yeah.
Yeah,
They're
yeah.
doing their own thing
Oh.
where you can basically get service in any dead zone with T-Mobile.
That's
So is
kind
it
of
satellite?
insane.
Is it satellite
Yeah.
internet?
Starlink is
Yeah,
satellite,
I think
right?
so. It's like 2 megs down, but it's still like enough to send like a text or a voice call or
So
something
it's
like that.
How does
really
this work?
last
Like-
resort kind of internet.
Like,
Yeah.
what's like the main selling point of this? Like, T-Mobile will bridge a connection
Eliminate dead
to.
zones.
Basically,
Oh.
I mean, yeah, if you're in like let's say like the middle of the ocean, right? You can, call for help. That would be kind of nice. And
I don't think T-Mobile cell towers would
So,
even.
I guess
No,
I guess I'm
definitely
curious, like
not.
the whole 2 meg thing. Is that so? This is different than what they were doing with their like home internet, where you'd have a satellite dish.
Yeah,
Is this
no,
kind of different than that?
it's different than that. Yeah, they have it's literally like sending out. Is it different?
I mean, because
Yeah,
your phone would be
I'm
acting
pretty
as a
sure it
satellite
is.
dish. You're not having you don't have an external satellite dish on your car or anything.
Right.
So I guess your phone is acting as the satellite, so that's why it's getting kind of worse.
Yeah,
Worse.
I don't know.
speeds.
It does something. It works. That's all you really
Yeah.
need to know.
So what phones are going to have this capability?
Every phone that supports 5G.
And GSM, I'm assuming, right?
Well, GSM and CDMA are kind of irrelevant now, but yeah,
Yeah, they are.
Is it? Does T-Mobile
also-
have CDMA towers?
they. I think so. Yeah, I think. Well, CDMA is just kind of gone. I'm pretty sure now. I think that was as of a few years
Any
ago. It's
current
just
phone.
not
I
really.
mean, Verizon's still CDMA. Verizon.
I'm very interested to see.
Verizon's like one of the only though.
Yeah,
I'm very
in America.
Well, Verizon doesn't use CDMA anymore. Have they? I
No,
thought they,
Verizon's still CDMA. I thought. Am I wrong? I mean, I
No.
might be. I'm not very up to date on this.
No,
I mean,
their CDMA network is gone. As far as
Is it
I
really?
thought it was gone. Hang on.
I wonder if it tells you like how it shows 5G. I wonder if it like just shows you like
Oh.
you're in space. Like your call, your calls
Oh, okay.
connected to space.
So
They're not.
That's so
Verizon's CDMA network is retired on December 31st of this year. So it is
Yeah,
still
that
out.
Oh,
sounds
okay.
right.
So now they're all going to be GSM.
Yep.
That's great.
Yeah, they're all
Yeah.
GSM.
No, it's
Why
really nice.
did we have a separated like one to begin with? Like it just makes more models and compatible. This is a great move.
You got to think about like where we came from. So we came from all carriers being analog, where I think before CDMA was TDMA, and AT&T
Oh,
and
yeah.
Verizon, they were using that, and then that was like analog, and then they kind of switched over. And I think the carriers that chose GSM in the beginning were kind of at an advantage, because I think that the Verizon and Sprint choosing CDMA was probably not the best idea. But I guess at the time it was. I don't know. I mean, when you think about
So
like
it was
Edge,
kind of antiquated, like tech that's
Yeah.
led to the. Okay.
well, I mean, you think
Oh,
about like what the rest of the world decided to go with. I mean, the rest of the world went GSM. I mean, there were very, very few CDMA carriers in the world.
Japan.
You what? Japan? Oh yeah, Japan. Oh, Japan did have CDMA.
Japan's network's weird because it's like the whole GSM and CDMA thing with America, but like it's different bands. So like you can't use American
Mhm.
phones, but some will work, but like very specific situations don't. I don't know.
Yeah.
It's weird.
But there were downsides to CDMA, because I believe you couldn't make phone calls with internet. You'd have no internet while you made a phone call. While GSM you
Yeah.
could.
Really?
Yeah.
That was one of the that was one of the big pitfalls, because I remember people that had you weren't able to make a phone call with your internet on until VoLTE came out. So voice over
Yeah.
LTE, that was what changed it. So literally people with the iPhone 5, even though it had LTE, they still would lose service as soon as they started making a call.
Yep,
Damn,
I
didn't even
remember
know
that.
that was a thing. Huh.
Yeah. Hey, how's it going? How's it going?
Hey.
Yeah. So satellite will broadcast a mid-band signal. Yeah, and you know what? Like Drew said, I'm curious if they'll have something that'll show like in the status bar when you change to that. But it would be good. I mean, and T-Mobile has terrible rural coverage. I mean, it's gotten better since they bought Sprint, but like when you drive on 95 here in Florida, like there are so many dead spots. So that's something they definitely need to get fixed.
Well, it's really good for like first responders too. So it's going to help them a ton, ensuring that they're always connected. Like, so if there's an actual emergency, they not only can like get connected to the person, but they can locate them much faster with GPS, etc. So
that's true.
GPS is still a modern marvel. I'm just amazed. I just needed to say this. It just amazes me every time how accurate it is every single day.
Did you see that? I think it was something. That guy that does Adam Knows Everything or whatever, he did a thing on Netflix.
Oh,
and,
Adam Ruins Everything?
GPS. Huh?
Adam Ruins Everything?
Adam Ruins Everything. That's what it was.
Yeah. He used to make videos for College Humor.
Yeah, and he made a Netflix show, and he was talking about the GPS and how GPS was like a modern marvel. It was actually created by the military, and then they was basically given out for free. And it's pretty crazy. Like if we didn't have that, where would we be right now? I wouldn't be.
Society wouldn't have evolved as like if we didn't have GPS, we wouldn't have phone flashlights. Like that's one more thing I realized. Like you know how phone flashlights like is a thing and everyone uses it, but like we don't realize how significant it is until it's like completely dark and we just like naturally rely on our phones now, right? But like go back 5 or 10 years, we didn't have that. We didn't use our phones for a flashlight. Like
I remember, I actually still have this phone in a box in here. It was a little old Kyocera I got on Virgin Mobile back in like 2004. I don't know, but it had a little flashlight in the corner of it, and you would just press a little button to hold it down, and it would turn on the flashlight, and you could use it temporarily.
Yeah.
So
I think even like the Galaxy S3, you could download an app and you can use a flashlight.
Yeah.
You know?
Oh, I mean on the old iPhones too. Like it was apps, but like people didn't use them though. Like it wasn't as mainstream.
Speaking about the iPhone, so remember before the iPhone 4, God, I'm so old. Before the iPhone 4 came out, they had a flashlight app, and all it would do is it would light your screen up white because there was no flashlight on 3GS.
It's basically the Apple Watch,
too, on it, where like it would like have an animation of the like drink, and like there was skits where people would like pour it from the iPhone.
The beer thing that was like on the very first iPhone.
Yeah.
Oh no, that was the second one. I remember that was like on the 3G when the App Store came out. That was like the highlight of the App Store.
Like the gyroscope was a new
never
thing.
use yeah. Well, no, I mean
What?
there are definitely better flashlights out there than your phone, but if it's on you, it's on you. It works.
Yeah, it's convenient.
You know what? I think that should be something we add in phone reviews now. We should add like how good is the flashlight on the phone? Like make that.
Okay,
part
let's
of the
be
review.
real. They're all the same. Oh, what the fuck?
Yeah,
No, for real, they're not. I remember like a couple years ago, I was outside with somebody that has a Samsung phone, and the Samsung phone was brighter than the iPhone.
Wait, so there is a difference?
Yeah, it depends on who makes because like, and you remember also, I don't remember. You remember when the 5S came out and it had the like really nice
dual
flash
tone
where it
flash.
had the
the dual zone one.
The two-tone flash on it.
Yeah.
I always thought that was the coolest, smallest, like small detail between the 5 and the 5S.
Detail. Instead of white light, now it's like nice light. It's like a normal looking.
You get a nice warm light with it. Yeah.
Only Apple would think about that.
we all know who's winning the flashlight competition, though. Let's be like 100% real.
All right. Now that
that's
you
a
said
gimmick.
that, hold on. Is it not? It's not nighttime for you yet, Michael. Is it dark out for you?
No, it is bright. The sun is out.
Okay,
Michael.
Drew,
it's the same
Drew,
as like
you're the only one
RGB
where
on
it's
cars,
night.
dude.
No,
Drew,
but it's
I
different
need a
though.
flashlight test outside.
Is it like really bright?
Flashlight.
Dude, it's bright as hell. You can see it through clothes.
This wins. Yes. Every
That
time
wins?
my phone goes off, my wife's like, "Your pocket's glowing." Like,
Yeah, legitimately, yeah. You can see it through your clothing. It is not a dim light at all. It is bright.
Would you
I
still
gotta see
consider
this
it a
outside.
gimmick, or like, do you think there's actual utility?
No, like when you use a camera, it lights up your surroundings and your main object like with a
so there
full
is
light.
utility for it.
Yeah, no, it definitely has its own use.
Honestly, I'm guilty of this. I'm 100% guilty of having my phone with my flashlight on in my pocket. I'm definitely guilty of that.
You realize your phone's like burning in your pocket, and it's like, why is it so hot? And then you realize the flashlight's on.
It's literally.
We've
All
all been
right.
there.
I need both of you to make a video. This is your next video. This is your next short, whatever you're gonna do. How bright is the nothing phone outside in dark?
It's really bright.
You can't see it at all. This is max brightness,
No.
but like it's here. I
Well,
got an idea.
You also got that little cover on it.
Turn the lights off. No, it doesn't dim the lights so much. It just changes
doesn't.
the color, if anything. Oh, come on, Apple Watch.
Okay, the lights are off.
I don't know. There's not really a way to like show off.
He looked
but-
like he was about to tell us a ghost story just now, like by a campfire.
I mean, it's pretty bright. Like,
Yeah, it is.
Yeah,
really
no,
bright.
it's very bright. Like oh,
How much battery does that use? Have you left it on for like an extended time just to see
Takes-
how much
Doesn't
battery usage?
Dude, they're
It's
LEDs. They can't
nothing.
take that much power.
yeah, I was gonna say it doesn't use. This is really solid on battery. Actually, like I use it as
No,
my
yeah.
primary work phone now, and I mean it lasts like 2 days easily since I use
Yeah.
it just for work. When I used it as like my main phone, it was like 7 hours of screen on time.
So what do you do? What do you do with your work phone? Are you making just calls, or are you doing what else?
Calls,
are you doing on your phone?
email, Zoom, Teams, all of it. Slack.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, and
No,
I'll be honest
it's
with
a
you,
good
like the Pixel 6a was also pretty impressive to me. And you know what? I don't think it deserved as much flack as it got when it came out.
Ian,
Yeah.
Yeah.
did you just say the 6A was impressive?
Yes, I did.
In what universe? What?
I liked it. I don't know. I liked it. The battery was good. on
Why?
it. It was a good basic phone.
The battery's good on it because it's running 60 hertz nonstop. It's a terrible phone.
What
Bro,
was
60
terrible about
hertz
it?
is not big of a deal breaker as you guys make it out to be.
No,
It's
I
not
No,
big.
know.
no. When
Not
literally
just
every
60
other
hertz.
like phone that is at that price range is at
iPhone 13.
120. What about the iPhone 13? It's an iPhone.
The iPhone 13
It's
doesn't
different.
have that.
You get an operating
13
system with the
doesn't have
iPhone.
that.
How is that different?
You get the operating system with an iPhone. I'm comparing Androids here.
But
You have
but
the
wait a
Nothing
minute.
phone. You have every Samsung A series is now
But the
running
display
120.
itself sucks. Like it's like the
That too,
bottom
yeah.
of the bottom of the bargain bin. Like
Yeah.
it is a terrible display outside of just 60 hertz. It is
Yeah.
not great.
It wasn't great, but I think that as far as compromises are concerned, they made a decent choice with it because I think the processor and the battery and camera were worth it. As far
Wait, how much is the phone itself? Like the
It's
6A?
$399.
You can get it cheap now.
I think it's at the
How much
dollar
is it?
store now.
Yeah,
It's at the
probably.
dollar store.
I found it at $5 below yesterday.
Oh, okay. How about this? What's tech that you believe like deserves to be at the dollar store? Like what is dollar store like worthy tech or shit you
Gen
find?
1 AirPods.
Oh my god,
Galaxy
please. Why are
Buds.
those
Okay.
still sold? Why are those still sold?
What?
I don't think they are still sold. I think they
Yeah, they
stopped
are.
selling
That
those.
first
They only sell
yeah,
Gen
they're
2s
still-
now.
Oh, I thought they were selling them both, and I thought they were selling both in
No,
tandem.
only Gen 2.
No, there are
Only Gen
people
2 now?
buying Gen 1s aftermarket, like refurbished, and that's good
Oh,
for the
yeah.
environment, of course, but like they suck.
How
like-
much are they refurbished?
Like $100.
Just curious. How much?
$100, $80. It
Wait,
ranges from 80 to 100,
I don't think
depending
they're
on the
worth
refurbished
$80.
website.
I'm
No.
using a
They're
Gen
worth
2. So like
The
I
Gen
bought it
2s
from
are good.
Apple like a month ago, like brand new from them.
Yeah, the Gen
I
2s
just
are
think,
good.
I mean, if you're gonna go AirPods, you should just go Pro, honestly, because
Okay, I wouldn't go that far, but
No, because wait. You guys don't experience the thing where you wear pros and you feel like you're like going up and down in an airplane? Like,
no, that's
Really?
just you.
yeah, like I can't
Well,
even
is
have
it-
AirPods Pros in my ear. Like it feels
Is
like
it
I'm
because of the
going
noise
up in a plane all the
cancellation?
time. Yeah, I think
Is
it
the
is.
noise
Even if
cancellation
it's
the key?
turned off, I can't put it on my head. Like I don't know what it is, but it
It-
just makes me uncomfortable.
You have to get used to it. You have to get used to it. If you
Yeah,
have
but,
it,
like,
if you don't wear
I
noise
can't go
canceling
far
headphones
enough
all the
with it.
time. Yeah.
Well, I mean, yeah, you even got the pair that came with my MacBook, right? Like in 2019.
No, so that one broke, and I lost the right one, so I bought a new one
Oh.
from Apple.
Oh,
I bought it for like 2 months
I'm gonna
ago, 2 or 3
say
months
I'm
ago.
gonna say 5-watt chargers should be at the dollar store.
Yes,
5-watt chargers.
definitely. Like the Apple genuine ones, not just the
That
cheap
one.
knockoffs. The Apple genuine ones, they should be at the dollar
That one
store.
should be at the dollar store. 100%.
yeah, for sure.
Wonder what else. Like
Someone's
cables,
Lights on.
but like
Someone's shooting off fireworks right now. I didn't know
Damn, we
Labor
can't
Oh,
hear
was
and
that
you know what?
exciting.
Yeah,
Lights are
and that was another thing. Like Drew, I noticed the prices for the other Pixel phones were like so all over the place that it was like almost not even. It's not even worth it to
Well,
get the 6A.
If
Like-
the 6A would be worth it if Google fixed the release cycle for the 6A, like either
Yes.
release it
What happened with
alongside
that?
the 6
They
and
took
the
so
6.
long to release that.
And they sit in warehouses. Like, I mean, that's why you see unboxings of like the 7 and 7 Pro right now, because
Yep.
those are already in warehouses somewhere, sitting on a shelf, ready to get purchased. It's
Yeah.
like, why do that? Like, it's crazy. People were getting the 6 Pro for $200 at Target. It's like,
Mhm.
come on, like
What-
what's going on with the pricing? Why is this happening? Like, fix it. And then
It's
make the
insane.
6A around the time that you drop, I think, the other 6 devices. So if they're going to do a 7A, drop it alongside the other 7 devices, and then the
Yeah.
price point kind of makes
Yeah.
sense.
Well,
The problem is that
$200,
they,
that's
they would
just,
have to
like-
skip a generation for the A series if they actually want to end up doing that. Because for
They should
anyone that
do
bought
that.
the 6A, they're getting
That
screwed
would make-
over like instantly.
Yeah, I agree
It's
with
like
that.
Also,
That would
$200 for a smartphone is entering like burner phone territory.
Yeah,
Well,
I think there was a
I don't know.
pricing error. Either that or it was just like a clearing out inventory thing.
Yeah, it
for
was
the
it was
7.
Target clearing their stock, and so
Oh,
because they put it all on clearance.
I do
Yeah,
want
that
to say
makes
regarding
sense.
the 6A. So like Samsung kind of does the same thing with their FE. They wait a couple months later to release the FE.
But
So
I
they
feel
kind
like
of
the
do the same
FE is
thing.
well more executed than the A lineup.
Well,
I don't know.
yeah, because I mean, I don't. Well, yeah, I guess I would say yes. That is true because the Pixels are cheaper than the Galaxy
Oh, maybe
S22s
that's
are.
why.
I mean, those start at $700-800 for just the regular S22. So you have to come up a little bit shorter than that, and that's still a good $600 phone.
You know,
Also
I'm gonna be
sounds-
real. They could totally sell. Samsung could totally sell this phone, the Flip 3, as like a Galaxy Flip FE. I could totally see that.
Yeah,
Either that or even the
100%.
5G. Like
But
it
for
would
how
make
much?
so much more sense
What
for
would be
like
the price though?
Do you
$599.
still like that flip phone?
The Flip 3 or Flip 4?
Both.
The Flip 3 is terrible.
Do you like
Battery
the
life
Flip
is
4?
the Flip 4 is nice. I really like it.
The battery
Um,
is like
It's
way
a lot
better.
better.
You
It's a
guys are
lot more
both using the
efficient.
Flip right now?
Well,
I
I'm
had
using
it for
it.
a bit, but it was the battery is. I mean, 100 times better. The Fold 3, I was charging like every 2 hours.
Look how nice that looks.
And the color that Michael got is probably the best color.
Yeah.
I've
It's
seen
the
on
best
that phone.
one. Like
It's like premium. It's like it looks like premium leather and like brass look. Like,
yeah, and it feels like it too, which is the nice part because it feels like a
I don't know
premium
where the leather
device.
has it.
What
Well,
reviews for nerds? What
okay.
color did you get? I'm just curious. What color did you have on your Flip 3? Well, Michael, they had the what was that special version that they had for the Flip 3?
They
The one
didn't
that
have
had
a
the stripes
special-
on it.
Tom Brown.
That's the one I was thinking
Tom
about.
Brown.
Okay, yeah, that one.
This looks better than the Tom Brown phone, and I had the Tom
It
Brown
does.
Z Flip 3. It just easy. I would pick this so much more.
I miss the Fold.
The Fold. I have,
Yeah.
dude. I have 2 of them right here.
He's got all of them right there.
Jesus.
I got 2 because this one. So I actually, funny story. So I bought one that was water damaged, and then one that was cracked on the inside. The inside display is just kind of like having a bad day over there with the inside hinge. So what I did is I took the water damaged internals, threw them in this housing, and then put the working one with the water damaged internals that aren't actually water damaged. It turns out there was no corrosion on the board, so it was perfectly fine. And now I have a fully working Fold 3 for like $250.
Oh, that's sick.
So, yeah.
How
Works pretty
easy
good.
was that to take apart?
Dude, it was really easy because they so Samsung uses the exact same size screw for everything besides like the screws that hold down their actual logic board. So it took like all of maybe an hour for the entire process for disassembling, reassembling both phones together. So
That's not bad.
yeah, just waiting for adhesive to come back so I can adhere the back panel.
Damn.
Dude, it literally is. And the good thing about the Samsung phones is that there's no like locks.
There's no locks on this.
Yeah, it's all like even the fingerprint sensor is unlocked like to any logic board. So I didn't have to swap that. It's just a plug and play thing with the new housing.
That is so nice.
Yeah,
but it should be that
literally
way, right?
Yeah, and I mean I don't know why Samsung doesn't sell the flip and fold stuff on iFixit's website because they have done it for the S22 Ultra, and the S series, I guess, but not for the flip and fold. But
are they not they're not going to do that at all, or are they going to do it later time?
I don't think so because I don't think they want people messing around with their foldables. Like it's kind of like a weird. I guess the Fold already has like a tarnished name by itself from the first generation. I don't think they want people accidentally poking their batteries and giving it a worse reputation, because that can happen so easily. But
so do they give are authorized repair shops able to do it?
Yeah, no, you can take it to an authorized repair center. I got my original flip repaired at U-Break iFix, and I mean, yeah, it's good. They can definitely do that, but it's a pain though for sure.
Yeah. So I think the Fold 4 is pretty solid. Cameras are definitely better. Yeah, I've seen some shots from the Fold 4. They look pretty good.
See, I
feel like the Fold 4 should have been the Fold 3 though. Like
I don't know. Does seem like
is there a significant difference between the two? To be honest, like they could be the same phone.
It's refined. It has the minor tweaks that the Fold 3 needed, like a slightly larger front display. That screen to body ratio is a little smaller, I guess. The under display sensor, the camera, is a lot less. The pixels are a lot more dense. There's more pixels on the sensor, so it doesn't look like much of a hole, I guess you could say.
I forgot about that.
Yeah, and the hinge, on this year's foldables feels so much better than last year's. Feeling last year's, I could literally this is not for the faint of heart, but I can do that, right? And it feels cheap. It feels flimsy. But if I were to do that with the Fold 4 or the Flip 4, sorry, it doesn't flick close on my hand, and it could be because it's a newer hinge, but it's a lot more spring loaded than the previous foldables. So
and that makes me,
I really
like
that.
Kind of curious. That makes me kind of curious about older ones because I know the hinge has been improved over time, but how does it handle over time? How loose does it get? I mean, I know 200,000 folds or whatever they said is what it's rated for. But I'm curious about somebody who's had a Fold 2 or a Fold 1 for a long time to see how loose does it get?
Right. Yeah, so a common thing with all foldables is that it starts to form this kind of like this. It ends up kind of curving and making like a smiley face, and then over time it just kind of stops going in, and it ends up being and like not like this exactly, but it ends up in some form of like this. And you have to go to Samsung and get it replaced. That's the only way of fixing it because it's
that's
just
not covered
dust
in
and
warranty,
debris.
right? Is
No.
that covered in warranty or no?
Not at all.
No.
How much does it cost to get that fixed? I'm
like
curious.
$600.
Oh, so it's not even worth it.
Nope.
So it's not even worth it at that point.
Yeah, that's why I'm not like bothering to get this thing replaced under warranty. It's still under warranty, but it's just way too much to get it replaced. Like I might as well just get like a demo unit Fold 3 and just replace the internals at that point.
I think they're super comfortable coasting right now because there's no competition here directly. I do have a feeling like they'll probably come out with like a pretty sick foldable and flip at a lower price point, and maybe that's when they actually do the flip that you mentioned, like the FE version. Maybe they drop that too when there's more competition in the space.
Oh, definitely, yeah.
I feel like the fold is more premium, so they might want to keep that one in the premium. The flip, I don't feel like that one's. They still have like a premium version of it, but I think that one they could pull off as an FE. The flip.
No, but the thing is with the fold is that they could throw like a 60 hertz outer and inner display on that thing and sell it for like, I don't know, like $600, and it won't cost them much to make. They can make like a plastic enclosure or exclosure, and they'd be still like chilling. Like,
I'm not gonna lie, I'd kind of like that because if they did it plastic, it's gonna be super light. It's gonna be, and maybe they make it a little smaller. That would be cool too. I mean, I think that would be totally worth it.
And the thing is too is that they don't have to worry about the IP ratings that the Fold 3 and the Fold 4 had to worry about. So you don't have to worry about the complexity and R&D that you'd have to put into a foldable like that.
Right.
So it'd be pretty cheap, and I'd actually consider buying one of those.
So they wouldn't have to do as much to get it to be a cheaper price. They just have to change the materials a little bit, keep similar design.
Yeah, they could even reuse the Fold 2's chassis and just do that. I mean, that would be totally fine for a first time Fold user.
Mm-hmm. That would like blow people away, just having something at that price point. Like, especially if it was a Fold at like a $600-$700 price point with a 7.6 inch screen or a 7.3 inch or whatever it was at the time.
You know what? I bet you once Apple drops their Z Flip, Samsung will make the FE variant 100% to compete with it, because that would make sense.
Well, and I'm like, people are jumping like all over these foldables and the flip, because I mean, I'm seeing the flips, the folds, like actually taking the kids to the bus stop. I seen like 3 parents that have the flip, and it's like flip 3 and the latest 4. And I've been seeing the fold a lot more in public. So it's like people are starting to, I think, adopt it more than I think we probably thought they would at this point.
Oh yeah, for sure.
I think people are tired of the same things, so they want to try something different. And it's also people that have been lifelong Apple users and they're trying Android for the first time. Yeah. And so Samsung's doing a pretty good job getting people over to their side.
I mean, if you walk into a carrier store, right, and you're like, oh, it's the same iPhone that I've been using for it's essentially the same phone I've had for 4 years, and then they show you this cool flipping, folding phone, like, you're going to be like, oh, this is cool. I'll try this.
Yeah. I was honestly,
Apple's finally got rid of the notch after 5 years of the same phone.
That was what I was gonna say. I'm like, Apple is just coasting on the reduction of the notch and just added zoom. It's just like every year, what they do is they just slowly reduce the notch as much as they possibly can to nothing, and then they finally get the camera to zoom more than 5x or 10x or whatever it is right now.
Yeah,
that's all they do.
What innovation!
Well, I'm gonna be real. Like the whole like zoom thing on Samsung phones is like super just not useful at all. It's very gimmicky. I
the 100x zoom on the S22 Ultra is just a 10 times zoom on a 10 times zoom camera.
Yeah,
like a 10 times digital zoom on a 10 times mechanical zoom. Is that the right word? Mechanical zoom?
Yeah.
Physical zoom,
basically. Yeah. I mean, it's weird. I don't know. I hope like Apple doesn't go down that track, because it's useless. Doesn't matter how much marketing Samsung pushes towards taking pictures of the moon. Like, literally just look up
Yeah.
Look on Google. Look at pictures of the moon. You don't
Yeah.
need to take a picture of it. It hasn't moved. Trust me.
Mhm.
Just look it up. You don't need to take a picture of it. You're not that special. So I don't get the reasoning behind that unless you're like stalking on people in like in New York high-rise apartments. Then
I think even hardware wise, it's like
Yeah.
Apple can keep doing whatever they're doing, but like I really want like revamped iOS, like
yeah,
Here
ASAP.
would get it.
Like,
Wait,
It's
what-
long overdue.
yeah.
Is the comment? What was the original comment saying? Who here would get in and iPhone
sorry.
flip?
Oh, an
Like,
iPhone flip or fold.
Like wait,
I'll
like
try it.
like wait. Oh, iPhone.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Wait, I was having
Yeah, an
such a hard
iPhone.
time trying to understand it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Wait, who wouldn't? That's like the perfect phone.
I'm gonna
I'm
be
like,
real.
wait, what-
I wouldn't. I wouldn't
You wouldn't get it?
switch to a foldable iPhone. Nope.
Really? Why not?
I like having everything that I'm doing like productivity wise on separate devices. Like I want to have an iPad for
Yeah.
iPad things. I want to have an iPhone for iPhone things. And I don't want to have to like sacrifice usability by getting a flip phone, like a iPhone flip or something like that. You know, it would be counterintuitive
An
and
iPhone
not really
flip would be a
productive.
downgrade from a normal.
Well, yeah,
iPhone.
100%.
But an iPhone
Yeah.
Fold would be like a very
Well,
significant upgrade for an
It
iPhone.
depends on what they do with like iPad OS and iOS.
It could
in
be a
general. Like,
mix.
yeah,
They could
like,
mix
depending
it.
on like depending on how they do that, like it would have to be pretty fluid, right? Like as soon as you snap it open, it's got to know like I'm now like iPad Mini essentially. Like
Yeah,
that's how I need to
exactly.
act.
Yeah, wait, that would be perfect. Like
It would be
Like,
really.
that's
I mean, that would be a
perfect.
great mix of both worlds. You'd have iPhone on the front screen. Open it up. It's iPad OS.
It depends how
Am-
big
it-
the front screen is, though. Because
Yeah,
I
Guess
can kinda
what?
see what you're saying. Like, because
And the funniest thing is Instagram would still look like
it still
shit
wouldn't work.
on the
Yeah.
inner screen.
yeah, it still wouldn't work. Yeah,
100%.
I think
just,
that's what
just
the
stop
fold,
using Instagram at this point for your mental health as well.
the fold and flip kind of killed like productivity in general for me because like especially the flip at least because I had to just keep it open all the time. It's like as much
Well-
email and stuff I get, I just with an iPhone that would be terrible. Like having to keep flipping that open and keep using it. It'd be terrible.
Yeah, I mean, I think for me, like I said, I like keeping things separate on separate devices. So, like, I like my iPad stuff being on my iPad. I feel like if I were to merge the two, it would make me feel a little counterproductive and just not want to work on specific
Well,
tasks as much.
That's the whole
You know,
point. Wait, like what kind of tasks though? Because like, what are you doing
Like-
on your phone that you don't want to do?
I could
Well, like,
see
if
what
I'm-
he's saying. I could.
Well, like, if
it's
I'm on my
work related,
iPad-
you want something specific to work. If it's
Right.
personal related, I could see exactly what he's saying. I mean,
and
that-
I don't think
merge
like
the two,
my
you're less productive.
well, yeah, and my iPhone 13 Pro Max's screen is like it's perfectly fine. Like the screen size is perfect. I mean, it could be a little bigger maybe, but like I don't need a full
what do you
3's
use your
aspect
iPad for?
ratio for like taking notes or for
You wouldn't use
taking
your
notes.
like yeah, like your iPhone. The iPhone Fold wouldn't be used for taking notes though.
Oh yeah, no, 100%.
Like consider it
problem
as
is-
just a bigger iPhone, not like an iPad iPhone combination. Just a bigger iPhone that you would carry around, like a bigger screen iPhone, not as like an iPad iPhone hybrid. Like it's
I don't
its
know.
own separate device.
The problem is that like if I were to get that right, it would basically feel like me owning two iPads, and
well, two
I don't-
different.
I don't
sized
know.
iPads.
well, they're-
Like-
yeah, but they're two.
like-
It's still two iPads running iPad OS. At the end of the day, that's what it is. Like
Yeah, but like, I think the best way I can describe it is like, are we comparing it to an iPhone, like an iPad, like Pro, or just like an iPad, like Air?
no, just
Or
like a
even in the-
standard iPad or even an iPad Mini. And no, an iPad Air probably. Yeah, it wouldn't be that size, of course, but I don't know. I wouldn't really gravitate towards one personally. I also don't like the size of the Fold. It's massive. Yeah. It would be so much easier to carry a 13 Pro Max than a brick.
Yeah.
Like
Mhm.
the
it sucks.
ideal foldable was the Oppo Find N. Like that was perfect because it was like
That was good because of
ideal
the front.
size,
Yeah,
and it
Yeah, that
closed
was
all the
solid.
way. You didn't have the weird like wedge, and
Yeah.
then It just
And the size was different, like on
Yeah.
the front and the inside. And I think that was like kind of a nice size
Yeah.
compared to the kind of like the fold is kind of long and kind of just an
This
awkward
does
size.
look good.
yeah.
No, I'm
I
gonna
wish
be
there was no
honest.
internal camera.
Yeah. So what everyone's gonna have to wait for once the Fold and Flip comes out for iOS or Apple, is developer app support. That's gonna suck because you're gonna have to make apps specifically for that small marginal audience that buys the Flip and Fold, you know, and it's gonna you're gonna have to have it to where it can easily switch between an iOS and iPadOS app, even though
and
they're
also
on
remember
like
even moving to
Wait.
different screen resolutions. Do you remember when Apple went from like the standard sizes that they had to the larger iPhones? And that
Yep.
developer support was terrible. It took like 2 years, I think, before the Plus models actually started
Yeah.
having apps work in the
But
Plus size.
they're a lot better
That's
with
not
that
too hard,
nowadays.
though.
Yeah,
You can just just consider it as an iPad app. Like when you install one app, it just installs two apps, like the iPhone version and the iPad version.
Well, no, it would be a universal app because it would work on both. That's how they've been doing it. It's a universal
Yeah.
app. It would have both all in one. But that's also kind of why apps became bigger too, because they were universal apps, so they could work on both.
I also wonder
is
if we're
that how
going
it
to
works
see.
now?
We'll probably see other trade-offs too. I mean,
Oh,
there's always
there's-
something with Apple. There'll be a catch somewhere.
And we can't
Yeah.
forget that it would be a first generation product from Apple, and we know exactly what happens with those.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's not going to
What
be
was
good.
the M1? The M MacBook was the Pro that came out first, or the M1 Air that came
No,
out
it was a
first?
regular
The
MacBook that came out
M1
with the M1.
Air,
What was it?
Yeah, it was the M1 Air.
Yeah.
But the M1
Okay.
Air has been great.
Yeah, but when it
Yeah.
comes to phones though and stuff with Apple, I think first gen products, it's like
I
guess
think it's
they're-
just like handheld devices and accessories for first gen products has not always been great.
and
Like
they're going
you
to
can look at the Apple Watch, you know. I mean,
Well,
I-
that's how,
yeah, you know.
that's how they kind of test the waters. It seems like they test the
Yeah.
waters with it. They don't give it as much function as it'll have later, because that also, like, if it does well, then they can add it. But if it doesn't well, they can kill the project, kind of thing.
And they're
It's like
gonna
they can
sell
make
that first gen
excuses
for a
if
lot.
it fails. It's like,
Oh,
oh,
yeah.
we fucked up, but this is just like a handheld. So like we
Yeah.
could just like, use something else. If it succeeds, we'll just dump a shit ton of money on it. But like for now, let's just dip our toes in first. Kind
I
of.
feel like a first gen foldable from them is going to be like $2,800 easily.
The
Oh, yeah.
internet's gonna go crazy.
Yeah. And it's not going to be
It'll
like
be the
Samsung.
same.
They're not going to give
Yeah.
you the AirPods included with it. Like
Oh,
they did
no.
with their
Oh
first
fuck
gen.
no,
It's going to be. It won't even have the cable. It'll just be the
dude,
phone.
they won't give you a wall break. You think they're gonna give you AirPods for free? My
won't
god,
even
No,
get
no.
Apple
way.
Drew, I'm sorry, you're not getting a box. You're getting it handed to you with a paper towel. Like that's just how it's gonna work.
Dude,
How it's gonna
Apple
roll.
wouldn't want to sell it with the box if they didn't need to. But like, there's an actual reason they do it.
No, they're
like,
just
if it
gonna
wasn't
slap a-
making money, they wouldn't even give you a box.
They're just going to slap a
Oh, yeah.
label on the phone and send
Yeah,
it
they
off
just-
to you.
Yep.
They make you come to the store and just hand it to you, like device, no box at all. And if you order it online, the carrier guy just has to give it to you. Like, here's your iPhone, and like they won't drop your phone off. They have to hand it to you. Like, here is your iPhone. Here you go.
But I would just imagine, though, if whatever Apple does decide to release, it will become a status symbol, because if it is $2,800 or if it's expensive and you can afford it or put it on credit, someone's gonna be around carrying it around, and they're gonna have to look like they're the shit. And even if it sucks, they're gonna be like, I have the best newest thing. So
It's
It
like
better
that when the
goddamn
AirPods went
well
viral.
have 24 karat gold sides, because if it doesn't, I'm ranting.
Like,
That's
remember
just
when the
how it works.
AirPods became like a meme, and everyone's like, "Oh no, he has AirPods and he can't hear us." Kind of like it became a whole
Yeah.
movement.
I
Like,
remember
I'm
when
assuming-
you remember when they first came out and someone just went and cut the wires off the AirPods. They were
Yeah.
like, I have AirPods now, and then people ragged on that so hard, and then everyone bought them.
I
You
just
know what's
can't
Yeah.
wait.
funny? So when I was in school, I had a pair of like the wired earbuds, and I wanted AirPods so badly.
Yeah,
I cut the wires off,
No,
and I
Oh
wore
my
them. I wore them to school, and
Oh, that's-
nobody
No, my-
knew. I was just like,
No,
"Hey, I got the new
Michael.
AirPods," and nobody knew, because like, who has AirPods first day they come out? So I'm like, "Yo, I got these new AirPods," and like, they didn't work, of course, but and then
yeah, no
eventually,
shit.
I eventually got.
connected.
Oh yeah, right. I eventually got AirPods, and I was like, "Yo, I got these AirPods," forgetting that I had them previously. So I just kind
That is
They
ratted
were
excellent.
like
myself out.
$100, and everyone was freaking out because that's like
Yeah.
we've never seen headphones that are that expensive.
Right.
But then it became
Yeah.
the norm, and now like we're all used to like $200-300 headphones.
Yeah.
We
I'm
really
so glad
are.
they
That
took
was
off,
not a new
honestly.
thing.
I can't wait for Apple though to take the stage and then say they invented foldables. That's going to be
Oh,
great.
yeah.
That's going to be
Yeah.
excellent.
I'll be
But
looking
while
for the
using
crease.
Yeah,
it'll have a crease.
It'll have the eye crease.
Oh god.
it's a feature.
Yeah.
It's a feature. Like you can put like you use it as a funnel. Okay, that's what the crease is for. You're gonna use it as a funnel, right? It's a feature.
You get to
It's not-
funnel your iced Fiji water into your
Hey,
mouth with the crease. Just
with
Could you imagine-
the protein powder. You know, for the protein powder, you need a funnel. That's what it's for.
Imagine this. Imagine they bring back the headphone jack on the Fold. They just bring it back just for shits and giggles. Just
well,
to
if
be
they
like,
do
hey,
it, everyone will buy
Well,
one.
I mean, they
Like,
brought the
literally
HDMI
everyone.
cable back on the MacBook Pro, right?
Well,
okay,
yeah,
that's
but
because they
for,
shouldn't
like,
have taken that away in the
creators.
first place.
Literally, they're
Okay.
stupid for doing that.
But
They-
like
they
nowadays,
shouldn't have done
everyone's
that.
just so used to wireless earbuds. Do you really need a headphone jack now? Like at the beginning,
Not-
there was a valid reason why everyone shat on it. It's because
See-
everyone still used wired headphones, but now we all use AirPods.
If Apple added a 192 kilohertz or lossless audio DAC on the iPhone with a 3.5 millimeter jack, that'd be fire. Like
Oh
I
yeah,
would
that would be amazing.
I would buy it in 2 seconds. Why are we commenting on what?
like if
Did
they
it come at the
actually had,
same?
like,
Did we come at the same thing, or did it just come up as both of us?
I didn't do anything. What?
like that would be sick though. Like if it has like a high quality audio DAC in the phone and we can use it, that'd be amazing.
They're going to
And-
bring
I
back
mean,
the 30
And
pin
LG had
connector.
that.
Oh
I mean,
yes.
Well,
But if you want like a really good, I mean, like you have to get like an external DAC for some phones because they sound like garbage. So
well, that's true.
External DACs also drain battery life like crazy. Like I can't use my DAC on my Samsung Galaxy Note 20 Ultra for more than like half an hour before getting to 50% from 100. It's not good.
wow.
Speaking of audio, like car audio is okay. I'm kind of changing the topic now. I'm kind of sorry. But car audio, and like head units, like the car thing that Spotify offers, like the thing that you can connect to the
It's such
car.
a waste. Such a
No,
waste.
that's what I always thought it was. But like you don't realize
tell
how
me you bought
convenient.
one.
No, I really want to buy one. It's $30 right now. But like for someone who
Okay,
doesn't
for 30
have a
bucks,
modern
then that's
head
fine,
unit,
but like they were selling that for
Yeah.
$100. Not worth
like
it. At
if your
$100.
car doesn't have a modern head unit, like you can barely like you have to have an aux cable connected to your phone just so you can listen to music you want. Like the car thing kind of makes sense. Just saying.
Kind of. I mean, I don't know why at that point you wouldn't just like install a CarPlay unit because that would be so
But it's
much
so
nicer to
expensive.
have.
Or
Well,
no,
yeah,
or
but
even if you didn't want to buy a CarPlay unit, you can literally get a separate CarPlay unit that plugs into your existing car now, and that's still a better option than that.
that's only
Spotify.
available on certain makes and models. But also,
No,
you can get like
no,
an old
It's
Kindle.
It's a little separate screen that you can
What
get
do I
that
look up?
plugs in.
Ian, what do I need to
whichever way.
Google
Oh,
on that?
yeah.
What do I need to Google to find that?
Just look up like CarPlay screen. Just CarPlay
No,
screen, and it's a
Well,
separate thing.
what
that
you
goes
could
on-
do is you can get like an old Kindle and plug your iPhone into it, and it works like CarPlay.
Well,
So
no,
to
that's not a
install
good
that,
idea.
have you
Because if you
tried
have like
that?
a screen,
Have
if
you
you have like a
tried that?
tablet, if you have a tablet inside of the car, someone's gonna destroy your.
No, you don't
window
leave
to
it in
steal that.
there. You take it with you. But who's gonna steal a Kindle? It's a $30 tablet. Who's gonna steal a 7-inch Kindle? For
Well,
real.
they don't really know that though
So
from the
Car
outside.
and Driver IntelliDash CarPlay Android Auto thing is $250.
No, that's not what I'm talking about. Here, I'll show it to you. But for real, like Michael, have you tried that? I was thinking about getting an Android tablet and just trying that CarPlay thing.
I tried doing it originally like once, but I think like the Android tablet I had like was too old or something like that. But
what
I want to do it
like which one did
eventually.
you try?
like an old Tab 4. I don't know, something like that, like an old Samsung Galaxy Tab.
Samsung Galaxy Tab.
Yeah.
Okay, so I see one for $165 with a $20 coupon, one for $119 with a $10 coupon, I mean, that's still more expensive than the $30 thing that you're talking about, but you can literally get it, and all it does is suction cup to your dashboard or your windshield. So
the thing is about the car thing, I would totally get it, but I don't use Spotify. I use Apple Music and Apple Music only. Like I'm one of those.
I miss
people.
Apple Music and CarPlay.
It's so much better.
Oh, I forgot you don't have
I don't
that
even know what car and
anymore.
drivers feel like. Not car and driver.
I have
You
to
know
use
what?
Spotify now,
Apple
and it's
CarPlay.
Drew, you now have to speak on that. That's part of your review. You have to talk about the difference because for some reason people with Teslas say it's so much better without it, but it's like I feel like if you got used to having CarPlay or having Android Auto,
well, just
even
Apple
though
Music.
There
Like,
has to be a
yeah.
part where they feel superior because they have a Tesla. Like
I really feel like that's just all it is. It's a superiority thing. Like
I
it's
just
got-
want
Drew,
my
you have to give us
CarPlay.
the insight on like a fair Tesla review without like becoming a Tesla
Right.
fanboy.
Well, you can get
All right, Drew
CarPlay.
can't return this one.
So you can
What do you
get
mean?
CarPlay installed, but you have to use like a Raspberry Pi. There's like a way to
Oh,
do it, I
no.
guess.
That
But
sounds like such a pain in the ass.
exactly,
That is a pain.
like,
That has
I'm
to be a
definitely
pain in
gonna
the ass.
mention it because like all my music, everything, like I don't like Spotify's interface. Like I prefer
Oh.
Apple Music.
So there's
And
no Apple
so-
Music on the Tesla?
No, Tidal and Spotify.
So,
So
I
stupid.
don't like Apple
And-
Music because I
and-
can't listen to like other
and Apple
country
probably
songs.
wouldn't make something for Tesla because that would dig into their money for.
There's been rumors for a while that it's coming to Tesla, but I doubt it. Like,
Wait, what
I
about
need
the
it now.
whole like you can use the two screens for like Apple CarPlay? Like, isn't that like a new feature Apple released? Like that,
For-
like not just the center
you mean-
console display, but like the
That's for
dashboard. too.
iOS
Oh.
16 though.
Yeah,
Yeah.
That's
like,
also
if
not out
Tesla's
for
not gonna
Tesla,
support
too.
that, then
Yeah,
won't
I don't
Apple
think
not
they will.
like?
that's only for
Yeah.
select automakers. It's
And
not
how
gonna
is that?
work
I
at
mean,
all.
and I'm curious how that'll work too, because I mean, you just imagine that's going to be probably wireless CarPlay, but it's also connected to all your car systems. So they're going to have a good fail safe. So if your phone dies
Yeah.
or something while you're on CarPlay and you're driving, it's going to have to fail safe and go
Yeah.
back to the regular, like
Yeah.
your regular car
I also
screens.
Imagine your phone battery dies and your steering locks up. It's like, oh shit, what do I do?
So that was one thing with the Tesla. So like when the screen will freeze a lot in Teslas, and so
Wait,
you have
what? That's a thing.
so the display will freeze, and so if it freezes,
What
you
the
have
fuck?
to reset it, and it takes like 15 seconds or whatever to come back, and it'll
my
turn
God.
black. So you'll be driving it, it'll just go black and then come
No.
back. It is
You
the
can't even
scariest-
see where you are. You can't see your speed. You can't see
you know what's
any of
funny?
the crucial data.
That literally
Wasn't there
happened on my
Celeron
test drive.
processor or something?
It
That
did.
didn't happen on you?
Yeah.
It did happen or
What?
did it?
No, it happened on my test drive, and I had to reset it. I thankfully I know how to do that,
Yeah, you just
but
press
like,
the-
yeah, that's the steering wheel thing. But like, it
Dude,
happened. I
other
was like,
cars-
what?
Other right, if the center like head unit like goes out and they have to reset, it's not a big deal. Like oh I can't listen to music for 30 seconds.
right.
Not being able to see your speed and where you are for 30 seconds while you're driving is a big deal.
I have
Oh
plenty
my
of
God.
things. I've only had it for 3 days, and I have plenty of things to like rag on for sure. Like I don't
Now,
like
Drew,
the
also-
please write
navigation.
everything down. Like please write everything down so like
Yeah.
we can like remember it.
Oh,
Yeah.
navigation. What is it used for
One
navigation?
thing,
It has its
well,
own like maps.
yeah,
like,
it uses its own
navigation.
map. And one thing that I found kind of strange is that it defaults to not like following you in the correct direction, if that makes sense.
That's
And
what
it's
drives me
really
nuts.
weird. Like you have to manually select the button that has it
Oh,
has
so-
basically the map follow you, like that
It's
little
not
arrow
going
that you
up,
shows on
or
Apple
is it
Maps.
going down, or what do you mean?
It's like going like a different direction, so you don't know
Yeah,
which way to
so
turn on a street.
I'm going left, right? Like yesterday, I was turning left somewhere, and it's off going right somewhere. I don't know what it's doing. I'm like, how do I? It's telling me to go right or to go left, but it says it's going,
Dude, yeah,
going this way.
it was
Okay,
so
so-
confusing.
Oh my God.
So Teslas are overhyped.
Yes, like to an extent, yes.
Yeah.
I mean,
This
Yeah.
is after you've signed a loan and everything.
yeah, like I like it. Like I still like it. It's one of the best EVs I drove out of.
Oh, yeah.
Again, I drove all of them.
Yeah.
And it was the most affordable out of all of the ones I drove, because otherwise I would have got a Rivian. Like I love the Rivian, but it's too expensive. I didn't want to wait for it. And getting them used, they're like $100,000. It's
Yeah.
insane.
They're marked up.
Yeah,
A used Rivian is $100,000.
they're crazy expensive.
They're
The
like
markup's through the
120, I
roof.
thought.
So yeah,
I think
so
I saw one on Bring It trailer recently.
the Model 3 was the best in terms of like price and overall build and
for sure.
warranties, etc. So
You know what I don't get is why there isn't like you know how this is back to the navigation thing, but I don't get why the recenter button isn't obvious. Like I had to literally look for it. I don't know why it's not like Apple Maps where it's like an arrow and you tap it. No, you have to like find it. You have to click a whole bunch of things just to get to it. It's so
and a lot
stupid.
of people don't talk about it. So like to your point earlier, like I think a lot of people just gravitate to like, oh, it's a Tesla, and they like give you like the honeymoon period of like, I love this car, but it's like, no, it's like there's still faults. Like it's just like Apple products. It's the same thing, right? Like
everybody on YouTube made videos in that honeymoon period, so that's why every single car is.
I think Drew's would do pretty well because he's driven cars that are not Teslas for so long. You kind of have this period of like, okay, these are the things you have to adjust to. These are the things I can nitpick based on what I've had in the past. And you're not coming from an old car. You're coming from a very new car to another new car. But
what is it that you had? The Cherokee?
I had 4 leases in the last like 3 years. So I've had
Jesus Christ.
I had a 2017 Dodge Durango. I had a
you had a Durango.
I had a 2020 Volkswagen Atlas, a 2021 Ram 1500, and then the 2021 Jeep Grand Cherokee L. So I came from a variety of cars, and like to Michael's point, the thing that drove me the most nuts is the navigation. It's like that should be an intuitive thing that either it defaults to follow me or I should be able to actually find the button. I had to like stop and like Google it. I'm like, Tesla
literally
navigation. Like this is the whole time.
Not only that too, but like I had to like look up how to set up the climate control because I'm gonna be real.
Oh my God.
So I didn't see the numbers underneath the car, you know, on the middle screen. I just assumed it was something completely irrelevant to the temperature. So I had to use the voice control to set the climate. Because I have no clue how to do it on the middle screen. So it's so counterintuitive.
Wait,
like, why can't it be
put
obvious?
It in reverse? Did you notice what happens to the mirrors when you put it in reverse?
Yeah. No, it goes like I don't even know. It's
so all the mirrors, like the 2 side mirrors, they completely change when I put it in reverse. Like they'll lower all the way down.
They lower everything.
And it drives
I've seen that in like Mercedes.
That's something that's happened a lot. I thought you were talking about like the blind spot
supposed
stuff.
To happen?
No,
you're supposed to be able to see your rear tires or something when you're back.
Luxury cars, they'll do that where they'll lower the mirrors will lower so you can see better behind you.
But I can't see because the Model 3s
because they go too far down.
Big,
yeah,
and they go all the way down. So I'm like, cool. My driveway looks great when I'm trying to back into my driveway.
That's
terrible.
So stupid.
Yeah.
I mean, it's got a lot of issues that are. It seems so simple to fix too. Like, I mean, I can name so many things. Like,
is it all software?
Yeah,
it's all software, and it updates a lot. I mean, I've had 3 updates since I got it, so it's updating quite a bit.
Also, Ian, a Rivian sold recently on Bring a Trailer. It was the Adventure Edition quad motor, and it sold for $99,911.
Yeah,
people have too much damn money,
and they're so expensive. Like, I wanted the Rivian so bad because it's really nice. Like, it's the smoothest drive I've had on any EV for sure, let alone most cars. And I like their interface, like the UI and everything was really nice, but it's way too expensive. And then trying to get it new.
This was what the Lightning was.
Yeah, the Lightning.
I didn't realize that the Lightning went up in price. The base model went from 40 to 46,000 or something like that.
The Lightning. I didn't like it.
Well, it's
I don't like it either.
The Lightning's display problem too. Like it has the shitty interface.
Now, if I was to get any other EV, I really liked the Audi e-tron line.
E-tron is so nice. Audi's
so
just.
The e-tron GT is perfect.
That car is amazing.
Yeah.
Isn't the e-tron GT the same as like the Porsche Taycan chassis? Is it the similar one or no? Are they separate companies?
I don't think so. Audi and Porsche?
Yeah, no, I don't think they're related, right? Are they? I always get confused by those two because they seem so similar, but I don't think they are.
The Taycan
actually, yeah, I think that because it's Volkswagen and Audi. Yeah. Wait, no, maybe not.
Volkswagen still own Porsche?
No, that's Lamborghini. Wait, what is?
Yeah.
What's Porsche?
Wait, yeah, who owns Porsche? Oh, something. Volkswagen Group.
Oh, okay. So yeah,
Okay,
Volkswagen
so
and Audi.
wait,
Okay, yeah.
Taycan.
Yeah, so apparently the e-tron GT is essentially a Taycan 4S with a sprinkling of something else. That's
Okay.
what they said here.
All right, so I'm not going crazy. That's good. Yeah. So
They're
both are
built
like
on
the
the
same
same. They're built
chassis.
on the same
Yeah.
platform.
Yeah.
It's like the whole Lamborghini Huracan and R8 thing. Like they're
R8,
both on
yeah.
the same chassis, but they have different tuning and it rides
Right.
differently.
Although I would totally get a Taycan over a
Taycan
e-tron
looks
any day.
fucking sick.
I don't know. That
Literally.
e-tron looks really nice.
No,
No, dude. There's too
Once
much,
you
like,
go
black
inside of a
plastic,
Taycan,
you know?
it is
Take off.
perfect.
You know what?
It-
I wish they would have had that at the car show like this year. Hopefully next year when they have the car show here, they'll have more. They were like this year when they had the car show, there was so much less than they usually have. They used to
Yeah.
have like everything.
They didn't have it when I test drove all those EVs. They didn't have one. That was the only EV they didn't have there, and they just said it was difficult to get or something. But
Yeah, because
did you see
everyone
the
doesn't want to let
ID4?
them go.
what's that? Yeah.
Did you see the ID4?
ID4.
Is that decent or no?
No, it's
looks so
terrible.
ugly.
So it was perfect because where they had you test driving them, I was downtown Detroit. So like I got to drive on like brick road, super terrible road, like bumps and stuff. And that one was one of the worst, as well as the Polestar. The Polestar, the worst.
Polestar?
Really? The Polestar?
I got
The
in
Polestar.
the Polestar. I drove it down.
Drew, it's
I
Polestar,
don't care
not
what it's
Polestar.
called. It's terrible. I drove it down the road. I got out of it, and me and the guy walked back. We just put it there and then walked back. We're like, this is terrible.
Oh my god. That's
Isn't that
great.
that's built by Volvo? You would think it would be better than that.
Yeah, I thought
No, it's-
Volvos were like really comfortable.
And it's like super bumpy. Like it was like driving a Dodge Neon. The thing, it was terrible. I wanted
Which
nothing to do
Polestar are
with
you
it.
Not the Dodge Neon.
It was terrible.
Which one are you talking about, Drew?
The
two?
Polestar 2.
Yeah.
The 2? Oh, okay. Yeah, it doesn't.
That's
it looks,
funny.
It looks cool, but like I see it sometimes.
Yeah, no, it's terrible. And then I drove the Hummer, but that's like outrageous and
Yeah, that's
takes up
like-
the whole road. And
That's the like Cybertruck of like EVs.
Yeah.
If you want
That's
a
like a
massive road
category.
presence, go ahead and get that because that'd be insane.
my wife and I seen somebody driving a manufacturer plated one the other day at the grocery store. And
Wow.
she had to be like 4 foot tall, like trying to drive this thing. And we're like, she's gonna take out everyone. Like we're just watching her try to get it out of the parking lot. It was
That's so
terrible.
Doesn't
great.
it weigh 13,000 pounds? Or is
Oh,
that the
it's-
torque? I forgot the weight.
No, it's heavy. Like it, and you feel it when you drive. Like it feels like you're like moving a whole damn house. Like the thing
Oh,
is
it's-
so heavy.
9,000 pounds, the curb weight.
Yeah.
Jeez.
Yeah, the
That's
tires
crazy.
are cool though. The way
You
they
can't
did.
even
Yeah.
you can't even stop that. Like if you're in like a Camry or
Oh.
anything and that shit collides into you, it's taking you along with you for
Oh,
like
yeah.
a mile.
Yeah, I feel like it's not
Oh my
super
God.
safe for anyone
And you
around
don't need a
you.
CDL to drive this.
Nope.
A
And it-
9,000-pound truck.
like people get out of your way though, for sure. Like that was the one thing I noticed driving it is everyone's going like this as you're trying to drive because they're like, no thanks.
Yeah,
Oh,
because you're
God.
unsure if they
Oh.
can see you.
Yeah.
Drew, did you change your horn yet?
Not yet, no. I've barely set the thing up, man. Like I
You-
got it home.
Get
I signed
your
in to
horn sound.
Spotify.
Your horn sound should be move, bitch.
Oh yeah. That'll be great. I'll
I
use
mean,
that at the kids' bus
horn
stop
thing is
daily.
such a nice like feature, I feel like you know those times when you want to like horn like not horn someone honk at someone like honk at someone but like not
Sorry, I
be
don't usually
offensive
horn
or
people,
rude.
but yeah, that's just me.
No, honk someone, right? I was getting confused with the horn
Honk
and
someone.
Yeah.
I don't even.
So if you want-
usually honk your horn. I don't think you
I
honk
think that's
anyone,
sexual
but
assault if you honk someone.
Okay. Okay, so if you want to honk your horn, right? But you don't want to be like rude, right? You just want to like let them know of your presence. Okay,
Yeah.
can you guys stop? Can you guys move on from the horn?
if you want to honk your horn, bro, then why does
I
it
did
sound
not
weird
mean it.
now?
I didn't
That's
mean it to
crazy.
be weird. Y'all made it weird.
Nope.
your
You
mind out of gutter.
you
No,
started
you
this.
was all
guys
you,
made it
man. It
weird.
was all
No, I misspoke. You guys made it funny. You guys are laughing at it. I never meant it to be funny. I was being serious. I wanted to talk about
Serious.
honking your horn.
Let's not.
What? I'm literally talking about horns. Okay, anyway. So yeah, like you know there was a guy, Mark Rober, who made a video where he installed 3 speakers and each one made a different sound. One was like a train horn, one was like the R2D2 sound. and like you can just like let your presence known without irritating them, because the horn has a special sound where it irritates everybody when you hear it.
Right.
Like it is a nice feature. That's what I wanted to say. I just wanted to say it's a nice feature.
Nice.
Yeah.
Good.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yes.
Yeah. It's a cool feature.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
TM. Trademark.
That wasn't supposed to take so long for me to be able to like say it.
I don't even know what that means.
Oh, that's
What?
great.
I'm
The
so
horn?
lost.
Ah,
Anything,
That's good.
honestly. I just I'm lost.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
oh my god.
Yeah.
All right. Well, we just hit our hour, so I think we're gonna end it on that note because that was pretty funny. Don't horn
good.
people and don't honk people, okay?
Unless you really want to. Also, iPhone events coming up. Are we gonna
Yes.
stream or no?
We didn't even talk about that.
We did not.
I'm never titling these streams ever again.
Nope.
Yeah, we can probably stream. So what day? Today's the 4th.
7th. That's Wednesday. I
6th,
thought it
7th,
was,
so it's Wednesday.
Well, that's
so
coming
I
up.
guess I need to work from home on Wednesday.
I guess so. Drew, are you coming
Yeah.
up?
Yeah, sure. I'll be working and the usual. So
Yeah,
just
we'll
let me
work
know.
Right,
from home
yeah.
so we can stream.
Working.
So we'll have to be quick with our screenshots and stuff, since I don't think we
Yeah.
can stream the event. Can we stream the event?
No,
Are we
it'll
gonna
get
get
taken down
takedown?
instantly.
Yeah. Desist.
See, here's the thing. If like one of us puts the stream in like the reflection of a mirror, in theory, you're not streaming it.
What
So
if
like
we say we're playing a video game, just like someone did with like a pay-per-view boxing? Like you have a controller and like, oh man, I can control what was his name again? Tim Cook?
Tim Cook.
Like Tim Cook?
Yeah.
Right? You're like controlling Tim Cook on the stage. So like you can select the dialogues just
I
pretend to do
unlocked
it.
the new character, Craig Federici. Let's go.
New item unlocked. iPhone 14.
Wow. Yeah, we could probably do something like that. I can put like a fake like reticle or what is it called? Like the shooting thing, like a reticle overlay or something like that. To make it look like it's like a shooting game. That'll be good. Okay.
Michael's the only one with a TV in the background. Like you should get one of those laser pointers, and we can just.
Yes,
like,
I'll
pretend like
I'll
you're
pull the
teaching a
whiteboard up.
class.
Yeah. Hey class. So we're gonna be talking about the Apple event, iPhones. Let's waste money.
I can't imagine Michael being a teacher. That'd be crazy.
Yeah, that'd be pretty crazy. I don't even know what I'd teach.
We'll figure that one out. I don't know what I'm.
We'll come back to you on Wednesday.
He would teach technology history, tech history. That should be a class. Tech history.
Would that be a class? Like,
okay,
never mind. We should end the stream because I feel like that's one. Like, we're just gonna.
We'll
like,
talk about this on Wednesday.
Yeah, we'll like enter a rabbit hole. Yeah.
All right. Well, thanks guys for watching, and we'll see you guys hopefully on Wednesday. Maybe not. Maybe so. And yeah. See ya. Bye.
Bye, everyone.